What's up, guys? I'm giving you a little rundown on how to shade and stuff like that. So, if you want to know this video, I'm gonna kind of give some tips about how to shade some fabrics. That way, you don't rush into it because they're real easy to mess up, but they're also really easy to do if you take your time. I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and explain it from there. It's gonna be upside down, and I'm sorry, but hopefully you guys can get what I'm saying. So what I have here is just a square of Vine Charcoal Soft, which is how you always want to start. Um, and then you want to take, your extra soft pencil and very lightly start making the shadows. Now I'm doing this blindly. I don't have anything in front of me, so my fabric may not look good, but it's not about the fabric at this point. It's about how to do the fabric. What you want to do is, on the first part, go ahead and lightly establish super light. Go ahead and establish your folds, and then go ahead and blend those. And you lightly want to blend them, like barely nicking it. And now the next part is the important part. Okay. So some of your fabric's going to have that fade in and fade out effect where it starts really dark and it gets really light. This is where you want to be very careful. This is what this whole video is about. You're going to go from the center and just very light. Just like that. You're going to follow the curve with your strokes. And when you get here, now I've already showed you how to shade with these, how you start here and go out. Keep doing that. That's what you want to do here. You'll get sort of a, not necessarily a great fade, but something like it. And you don't want to be hard with the shading, the blending stump. You just kind of want to go about it very softly. Now what you want to do if it's really dark on the corner is come back in and lightly make that same pattern following the curve, but a little bit shorter strokes this time. Now you can see I didn't go quite as far into the square as I did the first time. And then the same thing again. You're just blending out. And the same thing here. Very light, and don't bring your strokes as far out. Now what that's going to do is it's going to give you that blend that way. And then you're kind of going to build up after that. So you're going to want to come out here where your fabric is. Very super light. See how I'm holding my pencil? There's nothing, it's like no really pressure at all. Just kind of scraping against the paper. And it should look like that. Somewhat. And the same thing, you start from the corner and blend out. And once you start getting a couple layers in there, you just kind of lightly go across it like this, and just to get that blend in there well. But always finish bringing out from the corner. Go that way, that way. And that'll eventually get you kind of a fade in out effect. And then once you get there, you know, you can start, you can take your kneaded eraser, and this is when it gets kind of tough. That's when you can start defining the and that's pretty much how you want to do it. Now you don't necessarily, I mean, like I said, I didn't have any fabric in front of me, so I can't look at it that way, but when you look at fabric, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it's just an easy tip, kind of like show you that's fabric right there, and it's not done, obviously, but it will be pretty soon. And like I said, you just want to keep adding layers and adding layers and adding layers. The important part about doing fabric, clothing, I mean anything like that, just anything really, is take your time. And like that flag right there is probably a good 10 or 11 layers of just light strokes and then blending. It's tedious. Some people don't like it, but it turns out amazing when you finish it. That's really all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe. Please leave comments also.